My name is Alex Reed. I'm from the Celtic and Nisga'a nations. I do not record this video facing me because I do not want to center myself. I want to center the struggle of the people. I'm sending this video to extend solidarity to the Romani people. And right now, the Indigenous struggle is very heavily linked to the Palestinian struggle, which is very heavily linked to the Romani struggle. These three struggles are struggles against colonialism, specifically struggles against the British Empire, the Zionist Empire, and the American Empire. These focus on taking resources and land as much as they can. The capitalist theft and colonialism that goes hand in hand with Catholicism and the Western development has nakedly committed genocide for centuries. This is not an isolated phenomenon. This development has happened internationally. And what we see every time is extreme dehumanization. This process is a way to shred the empathy and the love of humanity that people have for one another. This is always critical in getting one population in order to be willing to commit that level of violence against another. The main thing I want to talk about is assimilation. This is a huge process. It is a long and slow political development, and it is not just tied to natives. When people hear the term assimilation, the most common thing for us to think of is natives assimilating into the body politic of the colonial society. And that is the most violent and explicit example that we have to us. But it is much broader than that because it is a political process. And I think assimilation is one of the most important things for us to speak upon because it is the biggest way which our movements are defanged. It is where our revolutionary potential is wrecked. Mao Zedong and Michael Parenti are very fond of the word comprador. It's a Portuguese term for a trader, or someone in a foreign place who is willing to sell out their own. And it is a completely political defense mechanism. It is not the fault of any one individual. It is a coping mechanism for defense when somebody is surrounded and outnumbered and unable to be true to their people and their cause. There are many who assimilate and find great privilege and comforts in being accepted by the colonial societies, but there are those who just do it out of pure survival. With natives, those who assimilate have been called hangers around the fort, that have been called apples. For many brown folks, there are people who are called coconuts, and this is because they are brown on the outside and white on the inside. Likewise with natives, red on the outside, white on the inside. For many black folks, the traders and people who assimilate are called Uncle Toms. There are East Asian folks called bananas, who are yellow on the outside and white on the inside. There are pygmies, who are women who betray other women. And each of these examples is an example where a group of people are incentivized to betray each other instead of being focused on the collective, on being focused on the struggle of their peoples. And with some Romani folks, what I have seen is there is a right-wing assimilation. This is where they are in extreme danger from the people around them. This happens with many people in the workplace. They adopt the incredible violent things, the incredible violent rhetoric that those people use in order to be accepted. I have run out of time, but the last thing I want to say is that our struggle is together, all of us. This is why it's so critical for us to support every different struggle that we can and continue to learn from everyone that we can, because we are stronger together. And if we stand shoulder to shoulder, there is nothing that will stop us. Wallace Kayaska, thank you for your time.